Good day, this is the Professor, CBMD PhD, and today is Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. It is 5:26 and 22 seconds, AM Eastern Standard Time, and today's research, the eye. So let's hop to it here. Illusions are in the eye, not the mind. Date June 15th, 2023. Source, University of Exeter. Numerous visual illusions are caused by limits in the way our eyes and visual neurons work, rather than more complex psychological processes, new research shows. The scientific investigators and researchers examine illusions in which an object's surroundings affect the way we see color or pattern. The scientists and philosophers have long debated whether these illusions are caused by neural processing in the eye and low-level visual centers in the brain, or involve higher-level mental processes such as context and prior knowledge. The researchers developed a model that suggests simple limits to neural responses, not deeper psychological processes. Explain these illusions. Our eyes send messages to the brain by making neurons fire faster or slower. However, there is a limit to how quickly they can fire, and previous research hasn't considered how the limit might affect the ways we see color. The model combines this limited bandwidth with information on how humans perceive patterns at different scales, together with an assumption that our vision performs best when we are looking at natural scenes. The model was developed by researchers to predict how animals see color, but it was also found to correctly predict many visual illusions seen by humans. And this throws into the air a lot of long-held assumptions about how visual illusions work. They said the findings also shed light on the popularity of high-definition televisions. Modern high-dynamic range televisions create bright white regions that are over 10,000 times brighter than their darkest black, approaching the contrast levels of natural scenes. And how our eyes and brains can handle this contrast is a puzzle, because tests show that the highest contrast we humans can see at a single spatial scale is around 200.1. Even more confusingly, the neurons connecting our eyes to our brains can only handle contrast of about 10.1. The model shows how neurons with such limited contrast bandwidth can combine their signals to allow us to see these enormous contrasts, but the information is compressed, resulting in visual illusions. The model shows how our neurons are precisely evolved to use every bit of capacity. For example, some neurons are sensitive to very tiny differences in gray levels at medium-sized scales, but are easily overwhelmed by high contrast. Meanwhile, neurons coding for contrast at larger or smaller scales are much less sensitive, but can work over a much wider range of contrasts, giving deep black and white differences. Ultimately, this shows how a system with a severely limited neural bandwidth and sensitivity can perceive contrasts larger than 10,000 to 1. And this is the Professor of Microbiology, Bioinformatics, Pathophysiology, and Leader of Research. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have an awesome day.